Good morning, madam. I'm Geogory pada Bungai, and my group member is Collin, Anak, Patricia, Phunai, Anak, Wollson, dan Ambrose, Sumping, Anak, Jawi. We are from Group 3, must present about the concrete work at connection site. Now I want to pass first slide to Patricia.
Introduction is we have to know what is concrete. Concrete is a composite material composed of fine and coarse aggregate bound together with a flat cement paste that hardens cures over time. In the past, lime-based cement binders such as lime putty were often used but sometimes with other hydraulic cement such as calcium aluminate cement or with Portland cement to form Portland cement concrete named for its visual resemblance to Portland stone. Many other non-cementitious types of concrete exist with other methods of binding aggregates together, including asphalt concrete with a bitumen binder, which is frequently used for road surface, and polymer concrete that use polymer as a binder. Concrete is distinct from mortar, whereas concrete is itself a building material. Mortar is a bonding agent that typically holds brick, tiles, and other masonry use units together. Okay, so if you can see at my slide, I have put two examples of concrete. Okay, there's two examples of concrete that we can look at. The second is we have to talk about material of concrete and how concrete is made and what ingredients we have to make concrete. Okay, what are the materials to make concrete? In its simplest form, concrete is a mixture of paste and aggregates or rocks. The paste, composed to Portland cement and water, cuts the surface of the fine and coarse aggregate. Through a chemical reaction called hydration, the paste hardens and gains strength to form the rock-like mix known as concrete. Within this process lies the key to a remarkable trait of concrete. It's plastic and malleable when newly mixed, strong and durable when hardened. This quality explains why one material, concrete, can build skyscraper, bridges, sidewalk, superhighway, houses, and dams. Skyscraper, we look for example like Burj Khalifa, KLCC. And bridges, we can see Penang Bridge. Sidewalk, sidewalk, the behind the, opposite the the toll. You can see so many people walk there. Okay, superhighway is like Karak Highway. In Sarawak, we can see at Pen Borneo. Okay, houses is the place you live. Okay, if you don't know houses, I don't know what to say to you. Okay, you know houses. Okay, dams, we can take an example like Batang Ait Dams and Bakun Dams. Okay, this if you can see at my slide right now, I have put four basic material to make concrete that have cement powder, sand, concrete aggregates, and water. Okay, we have to combine it together, and we can make a concrete. Okay, that's all from me.
Mixing of concrete. Mixing of concrete. Objective of mixing concrete is to coat the software of or aggregate particles with the cement plaster and blend the integrant into the uniform mesh sign. The neutral occurring material have variable property. The human factor become important. Number two, the human should monitor vertical the workability, homogeneity, and overseas of its made as well and the quantity of production. Concrete mixing is usually done by mechanical means called mixer, but sometimes the mixing of concrete is done by hand mixing. Mixing is more effective the emotion compared hand mixing. Mixing. Number one. Objective of mixing is cut the software of or aggregate particles with the cement plaster and blend the ingredient into a uniform mass. And number two, the sign neutral occurring material have variable property. The human factor become important. Number three, the human should motivate the workability, homogeneity, and observations of its meat, as well as the country of production. Number four, concrete mixing is usually done by mechanical mean called in-house mixer, but sometimes the mixing of concrete is done by hand. Number 5. Machine mixing is more different and economics compared to hand mixing. Example of concrete mixing: non-tilling drum mixer. A non-tilling drum is one in which axis of the mixer is away horizontal and just take place by inserting a cut into the drum or by reversing the direction or rotation of drum. Because of slow rate discharge, some suggestion might occur. Example of concrete mixing: dual drum mixer. A dual drum mixer is sometimes used in highway construction. It is there two drums in the series. Concrete being inserted part of the time in one and transferred to the other for the remainder of the mixing time before discharging. Hand mixing. There are many constitutions when the concrete has to be mixed with hand, and because of this cost, immunity is more difficult to advise, therefore particular care and effort are necessary. And number 2, their aggregate should be spread in a uniform layer and hand clean and non-porous base. Number 3, cement should be spread over the aggregate and the dry material and mixer, coming over from one end of the heap to another and cutting with a shovel until the mix operation from. Number 4, the water is gradually added to through from by the uniform dry mix, and the mix is turned over until on the grass and mixing of uniform color and consistency overstand. This is pictures of hand mixing. That's all from me now. I want to pass this presentation to my friend Ambrose Sumping. Thank you.
Okay, number 4 is a method of transporting concrete. First method is wheelbarrow or handcart. It can be used to transport supply, tall building material or debris to and from the construction site. Honda have a launched an electric version as a wheelbarrow from different industry. Okay, second is crane bucket and ropeway. Atau crane bucket and ropeway are the method for transporting concrete above the ground level. Crane is used for transporting concrete horizontally as well as vertically, and also it inclined way, so that is also called 2 or 3-dimensional transport. It is a familiar way in the medium or large site in the high-risk construction project. Its method transport of concrete is the pass and the placement of concrete take place at the particular. Connect is a chute. A chute is a depth for transporting concrete from the ground level to the lower level. It is used when the level cannot reach the place of concrete due to the less space like a transit. The surface should have some slope, not further than 1 vertical to 2.5 horizontal. Concrete may get slick a compact mass without any suppression or segregation. Okay, next is transit mixer. Transit mixer is the one of the most popular equipment for transporting concrete over the long distance, mostly in a RMC plant, where they mix concrete. Transit mixer is mounted on the truck and maybe have a capacity of 4 to 7 meter cube. Concrete is continually aggregated in truck with 2 to 6 revolutions per minute. A small pump is fitted on the track mixer for discharged concrete. Concrete which are fed in the mixer can be reached dry or with mix. If the mix is weak, then must be reached to the site in 1 or 1.5 hours. Next is bell conveys. Bell conveys are used for a small distance such as 5 meter to 10 meter. The interior cost for setting up the bell conveys is high. Each place can realize a volume of concrete quickly where access is limited. Concrete may get segregation in step incline as the bell pass over the roller. It suggests that low slump concrete in use for slow moving bell and high slump concrete by fast moving bell. If this method uses one-way conditions such as hot and wet, the long reach of the bell must be covered. If there is any breakdown of machine, a large amount of concrete in the bell needs removed by other means and the bell is to the clean and wash.
Thank you, Ambrose. Now I want to present about the type and use of concrete. Type of concrete we get attend. Type of concrete number 1 is plain and ordinary concrete. Mechanism of material of concrete is aggregate, water, and cement. As the reinforcement is missing, this type of concrete is insufficient for the structure. Its pure high tensile strength is not necessary. This is example of the type plain and ordinary concrete. Type of concrete number 2 is reinforced concrete. Reinforced concrete is intro the issue in the plain concrete. That introduction reinforcement into the plain concrete. Reinforcement is provided by steel rod and waste mesh. The combination of rubber and plain concrete withstand tensile, cohesive force, and we have a single material. Nowadays, almost a building structure use the type of concrete. This is example of reinforcement concrete. Type of concrete number 3 is light-wing concrete. Light-wing concrete is type of concrete with content and opening again. That opening again is light-wing aggregate of light-wing concrete. That again increase the volume of concrete material and reduce the dead weight of the material. Light-wing concrete is prepared using light-wing and light-wing aggregate such as premiums, solida, shell, and clay. Light-wing concrete is good fire material, but light-wing concrete is sensitive to the water and take much time to prepare and breakable like the glass material. This is example of type light-wing concrete. Type of concrete number 4 is high density concrete. High density concrete is preferred use glass rod to provide high weight concrete. This type of concrete is commonly used the structure when gradients needs to be controlled. This is example of high density concrete. Type of concrete number 5 is precast concrete. Precast concrete means the prepare the cast, variable, smooth, and crews on the factory. Normally, structure components of prefab use the precast concrete. This is example of precast concrete. Type of concrete number 6 is pre-stressed concrete. Pre-stressed concrete is used prefab elements such as floor beams, railway, sleepers, and so on. Pre-stressed concrete is prefab by applying the determined stress is advanced to prevent stress that will apply the same elements by loadings. The pre-stressed concrete withstand the loads by the include stress in the works pre-stressed concrete elements. This is example of pre-stressed concrete. Type of concrete number 7 is glass reinforced concrete. Glass reinforced concrete is preferred the concrete matrix with containing stranded alkali-rich glass fibers. The composite performed with whites of load. The type of concrete used the cleaning works. This is example of glass reinforced concrete. Type of concrete number 8 is high stranded concrete. High stranded concrete is preferred by applying high strength adjustment to the concrete mixture when it's prepared. The percent of time high bubbles or intro the plant concrete such to create glamour for the pattern. Purpose of high stranded concrete are increasing the durability of the hard concrete such as fresh straw and to the increase workability for the concrete in the plastic stand. It is example of high stranded concrete. Type of concrete number 9 is self-coupling concrete. Self-coupling concrete needs support mechanical to break the concrete nature such the concrete is not flowing the concrete material. Nowadays, the concrete was famous use the contractor building the house, flat, and so on. This is example of self-coupling concrete. Type of concrete number 10 is smart concrete. Smart concrete is intro the stress and strain can be identified before the concrete structure failure can be identified failure at the internal stage. This is example of smart concrete. Use of the concrete was enough the interesting for the concrete buildings such the strength of concrete increase withstand and able to with the collision stratified and even storm. Such the concrete not compatible buildings material that provides enough safe for the user. Before concrete get hard is can the owner can make a safe is one owner with. Concrete is good enough is convention. Concrete is able and sustainable buildings material to illustrate for the past. Conclusion from the presentation is when we make the concrete we must have the three elements. Number 1 is aggregate, Number 2 is water. Number 3 is cement. But we must alert the condition. If the aggregate less than water and cement, concrete cannot be stronger. Maksudnya adalah aggregate haruslah lebih daripada pasir dan simen untuk menjadikan konkrit itu lebih kuat dan tahan lama. This all for our group. Thank you.